Good morning folks, this is Ayman, I'm Chief Market Analyst at AvaTrade. Welcome to our daily fundamental video analysis. Let's begin by looking at those economic numbers which hit the tape and took the markets by surprise. But remember, we've already decided to give a free pass to these weaker economic numbers. But let's look at what were those numbers. So today we had the services and manufacturing PMI numbers out of Europe. And I mean Italy, Spain, and of course France. All of these numbers were a lot more lower than the forecast. For instance, Germany, which is the biggest economy of the Eurozone, reported its services PMI number at 15, while the expectations were 28, nearly more than half less than what the forecast was. But again, we are not seeing a massive sell-off in the European markets. As you can see in the chart, the DAX index is lower, but we haven't seen any massive drop in the index on the back of this number. Why? As I said before, markets have already decided to give a free pass. And secondly, this is more intriguing, that these economic numbers are somewhat backward looking anyway. So this is what something happened a week or 2 weeks before, or well before that, and now we are getting that data. Of course we know Germany has well passed, is that the peak of that bell curve of coronavirus, and now we are speaking of the easiness of that global lockdown, or especially in Germany as well. So of course these numbers are near enough to hit that bottom, and I think going forward we are going to see slightly better numbers coming, because as the economy opens up, life returns to normality, we are supposed to see some better numbers. Speaking of positivity, the US equity markets closed in a strong positive territory yesterday. Again, as you can see in the chart, the S&P 500 index was, it closed with a decent gains, right? So you can't really deny that. But when we look at the US futures today, again, we are seeing some sort of that strength weakening, some sort of that optimism fading, and US futures as of now are trading to the downside. But again, we are not seeing any massive losses, just down by over 150 points in terms of Dow Jones. Now, going back to the most important factor, the most important price action, and it is about oil. Remember, we talked about the differences in different contracts, right? June contract versus May contract versus July contract. Now, crude oil's June contract made a low, not yesterday, day before yesterday, of nearly $6. Now it is trading at $14. So what an opportunity if anyone really took advantage of that opportunity, because you literally have doubled your investment in a space of 2 days. When on the other side, when price was trading in around $20 or $23, investors were really hoping to double that money by putting a long bet and hoping the price would touch, or it would go back to $40. But under these circumstances, the price has really doubled in a space of no time. In less than 2 days, the price fell to $6. Now it's back about $14. Or what you can say is that the price is up more than 145% from its low of $6. Again, I am speaking of June contract for West Texas crude oil, right? The situation is somewhat similar, not exactly, for Brent oil as well. Because remember, yesterday we saw a massive sell-off in Brent oil prices. It went well below that $17, but now it is back above that $20. But overall, the impact of the overall, the intensive sell-off that we've seen in oil prices is positive. How? It's because of two reasons. A is that we have a lot more assurity in terms of oil production cut from the US shale oil producers, and also there's a stronger possibility of compliance of that 10 million production cut, more or less, by the OPEC, that they will be complying with the production cut. And if that happens, and if we also get a production cut, which we've already seen to a larger extent by the US oil producers, then the possibilities are, with the global lockdown easing off, perhaps this momentum will continue to the upside. Perhaps we will see some little bit more recovery in oil prices as well. To finish off, it is all about gold, safe haven asset. It is trading above the $1,700. I'm still holding my target of 2,000 for the coming, let's say that perhaps maybe over a year or so. But that $1,800, that is a target which is in the which is very much in focus for now, and market can touch that within a space of a few months or so. That's all for today, and remember, you can always protect your up or downside position by using AvaTrade. That's all for today. See you guys tomorrow.